Hello everybody. I am today trying to explain my fascination towards solar panels. I've seen a couple of days ago on YouTube a bunch of people that hooked their house to the grid tie inverter and were able to produce some electricity, some free electricity, and one thing led to another, and I stumbled against a video with a solar panel powered car, and it was a remote control car like the one that I have here on the table. And I saw a couple of kids and guys that put some solar panels on top of the car, and they were able to drive these cars for free, they say. Well, I've tried to replicate the experiment. Why? Is because the math just didn't add up. I have a couple of solar panels over here, like the one that you see over here, which is about 3 watts. So it can produce about 3 watts of power. It's about 170 milliamperes rated in the back, and it does about 18 volts at maximum power. Now, this car that I'm using started as a Lamborghini. It was a remote control car. It came with a 9.6 volt battery, and the last time I tested the battery was producing about 6 amperes. That's about 6,000 milliamperes. And I just didn't understand how they did it. I had multiple panels like these. I actually tried 3 of them hooked up in parallel, and they were not able to power the car. So what I had to do is I had to compromise, and what I did is I put the battery back into the car. I hooked it up directly to the solar panel with a trickle charger, which is this little box over here. So if you look under the car, you see there's a little box over here. This is a voltage reducer and a battery charger. So what this one does, it's taking the power out of the solar panel, which is putting about 18 volts, and it reduces it to a more manageable 12 volt. That is the same voltage as the charger for the original battery for this car. So at this point, this car, you could call it a hybrid because it does have a battery. I was not able to make this car run and get enough power out of these solar panels from just the solar panels. I've added up the power, and I was getting about 10 watts at maximum power, you know, perfect angle, which just did not work. So what I had to do is I had to compromise, put just one solar panel on top of it. I'm getting about 3 watts right now, but then I have the battery under, and then the battery is already hooked up to the car. Therefore, the solar panel charges the battery and in the same time provides power to the car. You could run this car, you know, the battery will charge. The last time I tested it, it took about 3 hours, and it charged the battery up. And then you can use the car for about 15-20 minutes, and then all you have to do is just let it wherever it sits, just let it down there, and in the sun it will just charge up again. And you don't even have to turn off the car. It actually has an on-off button on the bottom, but you don't have to. The radio frequency receiver, it's very light on power, so the solar panel is capable of actually running that one and charging the battery. I've seen these guys that did a little bit of a math with their solar panels online, and they said that they could achieve about 24 watts from one of the RC cars that I saw solar powered, and it was a little bit too much for me. 24 watts, it's a pretty big panel, unless they have something that is extremely efficient. Mine, obviously, it's not nothing out of the ordinary. It actually came out of a car. It came, it's a maintenance panel that was supposed to be put in the window, so it maintains the battery on the car. As I said, I was very surprised, and that's why I tried it. I even put, as I said, 3 of them because I have 3, and I was able to get about 10 watts, but the car was absolutely too heavy to move them around. It was not a very good build at that point. Now, there is a little disadvantage on this car. It has suspension. It was a high-speed car, so because of that, the solar panel seems to be a little bit heavy for it. But you know, it's dragging its belly on the concrete a little bit. Not a major problem. The car is still drivable, and I am going to show you in the next video how this car drives. It's just a standard car. Has a very basic functions. I haven't looked at the power of the motor. I don't know exactly how much is rated, but it's a very, very simple build. Nothing out of the ordinary. So the battery is on the bottom. It's in this tray over here. The trickle charger is hooked up to the battery and to the car at the same time, so the car feeds from the battery and from the solar panel at the same time. That means that if the car is in use, the battery and the solar panel provide power to the car. When it's not used, then the solar panel will charge the battery, and then the battery will be able to use next time. The solar panel, all I did is just super glued it on top of the car. The car came with conveniently placed little legs over here that I was able to just super glue the panel on top of it. It's a very, very simple build, and basically it's a self-moving vehicle at this point. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see. It didn't fail me, so it seems that the solar panel is actually charging this battery pretty good. It has quite a few power. The only thing that I don't like is the solar panel is a little bit heavy and the car has suspension. I might have to figure out a way to block the suspension into a mode where it will not drag itself off. But otherwise, this car, if you leave it charging, it will basically run forever. You don't have to change batteries. You don't have to mess with it. It's literally just put it outside and let it in the sun, and then when it's charged, you just push the button and it will turn on and it will go. So yes, this is a solar powered car. Is it as efficient as I saw on YouTube? No. I am by no means any expert in solar panel or anything that is solar, but I just wanted to see, to prove the concept, and the math on paper just didn't add up, and at least now I know I have an answer. So I'm going to take it outside, and then we will go from there. As you can see, this car is pretty fast. It's running obviously on battery right now, so but it has quite a few power, so maybe one of the reasons I was able to run it just off the solar panel itself. I'm gonna let it charge for now, so basically I'm just gonna park it in the sun. My dog absolutely hates the car, so yeah, we already a conflict.